I keep thinking about this new Taylor Swift song, like a lot of people are thinking about it, and it made me want to write a song of what I think it might sound like, but I was getting like over perfectionist, and I decided just to make a bunch of notes, and I picked up my guitar, and I was starting to kind of mess around with the chords. And then I was like, you know what, let me just record what comes out. So because I don't want to accidentally like actually write a full song, I just thought, you know, she's returning to country. She's going to follow that classic Nashville structure that I've talked about in my classes. And I thought I'd play around with what it might sound like. I'm going to go for C major, because her, back to the basics, right? You smiled and said, get right back on. The tires swing when it fell. Actually, let me try that melody again. I think it's going to open with some sort of imagery, though. I'm going to try not to stop. I'll just make stuff up. Okay, be quiet, Bridget. Just sing. You smiled and said, get right back on. The tires swing when it fell. Wipe the grass stains off my little skirt. Smell of tulips, salty tears in the air and on my cheeks. How'd you always know just what to say? And you said sometimes you just wait. You said sometimes you just know. And I climbed back up the road. And then you said I knew it. I knew you could do it. When you set your mind to it, you can do anything. I think she'll go thing. And I knew it because I know you. I rolled my eyes and slammed the door. Wished you'd go away and wipe the tear stains off my red prom dress. You see, because it's a teenager, this verse. I heard you say one day you'll write a song about this broken heart. You think you know me better than myself. You always think you know. But I'm not 6 years old anymore. And I said I knew it. I knew you would do that. You think you figured me out. You knew how this would all turn out. I knew it because I know you. Small little instrumental, and then we're going to the bridge where things change. Now there's a little hand in mine. Actually, I think it'll start on the 5. Now there's a little hand in mine, asking questions when we drive, like why do leaves fall and where is grandma? Hold on. Little hand, there's a little hand in mine, asking why questions while we drive, like why do leaves fall and where is grandma, and what are the right words to say, and how do I know she'll be okay? That bridge needs some work, huh? I thought it might just come out automatically. Then I hear your voice inside my head. Sometimes you just know. Sometimes you just know. And you knew it. We're gonna bring it down here. You knew it. You always knew I could do it. You saw strengths inside of me that I could never see, never see. And I look at those baby blues, the smile that she got from you, and I tell her, sometimes you just know. And I knew it, I knew I could do it, something better too, right? And then we go back to, you smiled and said, get right back on. Maybe we just leave that there, because I had a tire swing reference in the first verse, but I don't know, gotta bring it back around. Anyway, that's my song.